All right, today we're comparing DJI original. This has got a Vista in it, and we're gonna compare it to the Walksnail setup that I just got. Let's just jump right into it. We're gonna do 60 frames per second matchups. I'll go fly behind some trees. I'll go fly around. We'll note the image quality, and we'll see the difference in feel. I know 60 frames on DJI. Most people don't fly it. I don't even fly it on 60 frames because if you got 120 to use, you use it, right? So that's what I'm going to test on there first, and then we can also run 120 just to throw it in the mix of testing, and we'll kind of notate the difference between all three. So let's get right into it. Go. I'm just going to leave it 25 meg, 700 milliwatts, and the lower bit rate, basically to compare mostly to the original DJI setup. So let's get her going here. Oh God, nice day to fly. Finally up into the 15-degree mark here in Minnesota. Oh, look at that detail in the snow. It looks so cool. The ball field. Oh, this looks great. Very impressed with this system. All right, we're flying behind some thick pine trees. Let's see how it does. Oh, there's a car there. Fuck. Came out of nowhere. Holy shit, guys. I'm flying through this thick-ass set of pine trees. This is awesome. No issues. Fantastic. Let me go around it one more time, and we'll check the latency. Or the millisecond drop when we go do that. Go right through this thick stuff and kind of hang out for a second. Alright, what are we at? 37 was the highest, but it's bouncing. Let's go over to the far ones. I just don't want to lose it. So if it starts getting really crappy. There's a lot of fucking pine trees. It's like a whole forest. Ooh, I am getting some signal drop back there. That's kind of weird. That doesn't buffer like DJI does. That was kind of funky. Interesting. This is the most I've really tested it so far. Flight performance is great. I don't have any issues with that. Flies super good. Very predictable. Yeah, I like this. All right, I'll set up on DJI. Same setup. Channel 1, 700 milliwatts, 25 meg, 60 frames per second. It is kind of funny though. I do want to note that these are using the same antennas too, so it's kind of a pretty fair test. God, you guys, I gotta wake up. Got sleepy eyes still. All right. Here we go, DJI, 60 frames per second. See how she does. All right. Yes, I'm feeling more. I don't know. It feels a little slower to respond. I'm noticing more delay. There's definitely more blur. Like as I turn, you kind of get some of that motion blur. I wasn't really getting that with Walksnail or noticing it as much. I'm really noticing it with this setup. It almost, yeah, it doesn't look as good. The image is good on this still. I mean, they're both pretty comparable as far as image quality goes. Yeah, let's get over here and we'll see if it's any better on the... Oh yeah, just as good. Just as good on signal penetration through the pine trees. No issues there. Milliseconds weren't really changing. This is kind of pegged in the 40s though. I'm getting like 40, 45. Let's go to the far side here. It got a little worse over here with Walksnail, I think. 43, 42, 43, 47. Oh yeah, it's getting crappy here. Not great. Yeah. And these are all DVR videos. I'm not doing onboard recordings or anything on the Walksnail setup. This is all just DVR into the goggles. Yeah, I would say probably a little worse back there, but I don't know. They're about the same. They just kind of break up different. The codec is, I think this is H.264, whereas Walksnail is H.265. So the breakup might be different, the way it buffers those frames. Yeah, not bad though. All right, let's bring it in. Let's switch it to 120. We'll see if I'm gonna swap a battery quick, and then we'll see if it's any better or any closer to the feel of Walksnail on 120. All right, we're on 120 frames now. Let's go fly this around, and we'll see if it's a lot better. Oh yeah, yeah, way more crisp. Movements feel more locked in. Yeah, still just fine. Signal penetration is very similar. Yeah, I feel more confident flying like this. It's very fluid, as you would expect from this low latency, 120 frames per second frame rate. Yeah, I should do a side-by-side, 60 frame Walksnail versus this. See if there's a difference in quality. Yeah, so I pretty much forgot to do an outro video, so here's my closing thoughts. I think Walksnail, regardless of the reported millisecond readings, I think it lies in the middle between DJI 120 and 60 FPS latency. I know a lot of people don't like the 60 FPS latency of DJI, and they only will fly 120, but I have no issues flying Walksnail 60 FPS. I think it's very good, slightly worse than the 120 FPS latency of DJI, but totally flyable in my opinion. Overall quality is very good too. It looks just as good as DJI. So I think for the cost upgrade on Walksnail, I think it's kind of the way to go for anybody with analog goggles. So that's pretty much all I have for today. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you got something out of this video, and I guess we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.